The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, we transitioned to jet aircraft with the straight-wing F-9 F-2 Panther, the predecessor of the swept-wing F-9 F-8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew this supersonic jet until 1974, when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. In 1987, we acquired the F-18 Hornet and demonstrated its reliability over 34 show seasons. We are now in our 5th year of flying the combat-proven Boeing F-A-18 Super Hornet. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, hoping to inspire a culture of excellence and service to country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated here this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but a refinement of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here, in the skies over the Gulf of America, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation, so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Having completed their takeoff maneuvers at Naval Air Station Pensacola, the 6 demonstration pilots have rendezvoused into the Blue Angel Delta. In this formation, the 2 solo pilots have joined to the outboard positions to create our signature 6-plane formation. As they approach, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the demonstration pilots you will be watching perform here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Canton, Connecticut, Commander Adam Bryan. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Commander Jack Kilty. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Beaufort, South Carolina, Major Brandon Wilkins. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Georgetown, Texas, Lieutenant Commander Wes Perkins. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Baltimore, Maryland, Commander Thomas Zimmerman. And flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Freeport, Maine, Lieutenant Commander Connor O'Donnell. Directly before you, the 2025 Blue Angels. Solo pilots have turned on their smoke as they approach for the first in their opposing maneuvers. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 360 pass. Angel Diamond will momentarily be making its approach from the right. In relatively slow speed flight, they will give you an opportunity to get a close look at the precision flying that produces the 18-inch wingtip to canopy separation between these four aircraft. From the right, the Blue Angel Diamond. In a display of precision flying, the two solo pilots will soon cross over center point with minimum separation. Approaching nose to nose, Commander Zimmerman and Lieutenant Commander O'Donnell will roll their aircraft a 90 degrees angle of bank and cross canopy to canopy as they perform the opposing knife edge pass. The Diamond is approaching for a maneuver that is likely familiar to those of you who have seen the Blue Angels perform in the past. From the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Diamond roll. All four aircraft flying as one in its graceful 360-degree rolling maneuver. The two solo pilots will next demonstrate the inverted flight capability of the F-18. Approaching inverted from the left and right, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, crossing over center point. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing inverted to inverted roll. As they perform the Diamond Echelon roll. Here's Commander Brian.
All set on pulse. Ready, hit it. Let's go.
Pilots and aviation enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver, demonstrated by the two solo pilots. To the right, Commander Zimmerman and Lieutenant Commander O'Donnell will establish a mirror image formation. However, look closely as both aircraft are in a carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the Four Toss. Corps pilots who must land their aircraft on the small and sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at sea. Slow-speed flight is just as important as high-speed flight. In order to demonstrate the dirty, slow-speed handling characteristics of the Super Hornet, Commander Bryan has called for the extension of the landing gear and tail hooks by the 4 Diamond pilots as they execute a maneuver performed by no other jet demonstration team in the world today. On the left, the Diamond Dirty Loop. Afterburning turn and exit the flight line vertically, showcasing the Super Hornet's turbo nose-low capability. Significant modifications. The wingmen, Commander Kilty and Major Wilkins, maintain minimum wingtip to canopy separation. However, the flight leader and slot pilot are both in the inverted position. From the right, the Blue Angel double farble. From behind the spectator area, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are approaching the shoreline at 400 miles per hour. Having rolled their aircraft 270 degrees and crossed the minimum separation, launches will pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity to cross their aircraft over show center. I say what they want, I do what they don't, I am what they ain't, I go hard like Shaq in the paint, I'm a fighter, survivor, NASCAR teams on it. The 4 Diamond pilots are now stacked down and aft on a 45-degree bearing line to form a right echelon formation. From the right, at 378 miles per hour, the Blue Angel Echelon Parade. Setting up for their next maneuver, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are converging on center point to demonstrate the rapid roll rate of the F-18's fly-by-wire flight control system. Crossing center point, they will complete 2 consecutive rolls, totaling 720 degrees, with a combined closure rate of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. To the left, the 4 Diamond pilots have established a left echelon formation. Approaching center point, Commander Brian will roll the formation 360 degrees into the 3 wingmen. Over the top, the Diamond pilots will showcase their precision formation flying as they execute a subtle modification while in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel Changeover roll! Commander Zimmerman has joined the Diamond in a line abreast formation. Still maintaining minimum separation, the pilots must now align themselves by looking 90 degrees from their flight path toward Commander Brian's aircraft. They'll climb up through vertical under heavy G as they perform the very difficult 5-plane line abreast loop.
I'm chasing paradise with you.
calls for another formation change prior to detaching Blue Angel number 5.
I'm chasing paradise with you.
You have seen several flight profiles of the F-18. The 2 solo pilots will next demonstrate precision roll rate control. Crossing center point, they will roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 90 degrees of rotation. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation roll.
Nathan's here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose.
From behind the crowd, the 4 Diamond pilots are rolling out in trail formation for a dynamic separation maneuver. Approaching center point, they'll climb up through vertical and smoothly shift back into the Blue Angel Diamond. Is rolling out the Diamond for their next maneuver, the barrel roll break. You'll climb up through vertical, roll the formation 90 degrees, and perform a split S, finishing with a dynamic separation maneuver.
My girl is vain, she's so lame.
Each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the shoreline in a separate direction. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel barrel roll break.
super fine, double wide, so dancing. But every now and then when I get
Back to the right, the two solo pilots are making their approach to the shoreline. Approaching center point, they will simultaneously roll their aircraft 420 degrees in section. Ladies and gentlemen, the double tuckover roll. Commander Brown is rolling out the diamond formation for another dynamic maneuver, the low brake cross. Approaching center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the shoreline in a separate direction. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a reversal turn back toward the shoreline. You should be able to follow their individual smoke trails as all four aircraft converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation.
Just confess your girl at this that we F-R-E-S-A-T fresh C-E-F, that's right, we definite, B-E-P, we represent.
To demonstrate the slow speed handling characteristics of the Super Hornet in the clean configuration. They'll pass before you, virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight controls provide the slow speed handling that sets the Super Hornet apart in the air-to-air arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the section High Alpha Pass. To demonstrate the awesome power of these General Electric F414 engines. Let's listen as Commander Brian calls for the selection of Afterburner by the 4 Diamond pilots. As they pass over center point, you will hear and feel the thunder of 8 engines producing 168,000 pounds of thrust. to our first public demonstration. Our show season opened on the 15th of March and runs through early November. The Blue Angels will perform 65 flight demonstrations this season, while visiting 32 cities throughout the United States. The next portion of our flight demonstration will feature all 6 aircraft flying in formation. The Blue Angel Delta has been our signature 6-plane formation since 1958. Behind the crowd to the right, the 2 solo pilots have joined the dives to form the Blue Angel Delta. On the right, at 400 miles per hour, the Delta rolled. All 5 wingmen maintaining position as they roll 360 degrees over center point.
Oh, it's a club. Oh, hey, come on. I just need one word to get to you. Tell me now, do you want it? 'Cause it makes me sometimes.
As they exit to the left, watch as Commander Brian executes a reversal turn, bringing the formation back toward the shoreline. Very shortly, all 6 aircraft will be approaching for the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. Salute to our forward deployed forces. All 6 aircraft will separate, perform individual 360-degree rolls, and the 4 diamond pilots will rendezvous through a looping formation. From the left, at 450 miles per hour, the Blue Angel fleur-de-lis. Let's listen in.
Up we go. Ready, roll.
miles per hour, they will perform a half-Cuban reversal turn. As they pull up and over the top, you should be able to follow their individual smoke trails as all 6 pilots simultaneously roll their aircraft 180 degrees and head back towards show center. From 6 different directions, with maximum closure and minimum separation, they will converge on center point and cross with a combined closure rate of nearly 1,000 miles per hour.
I'll never get used to this. This is how I wanna live. Forever we'll be singing like walk about the break that I'm alive now. Don't the devil, boy, you out of time now. Spirit moving me on my body now. I know it won't have to die out. We'll never die out. And now I see your blessings every day. For that your kingdom's on the way. Angels all around me, hear them sing like, oh, I'll never get used to this.
Facebook and Instagram.
Gave us that hilltop place to fall, gave us some girls that stole our hearts, gave us some books up on the wall, the way we live and the way we talk, gave us faith that senior year, them country stores to buy that beer, a place to go, nobody knows where you take it in and you take it slow, like that river rolls where that green grass grows. I can't explain it, oh, it's something, ain't it? Yeah, we should pay it up, tore down the motel and rolls. We either stole every sign or lived them in bullet holes. It wasn't nowhere as bad as we all said that it was. Yeah, looking back at it now, this town's been too good to us. Raise hell on the weekends, yeah. Man, what we're thinking when we said we lived in a cloud of dust. This town's been too good to us.
In front of the crowd, the Delta is making its approach to the shoreline. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Angel Delta Breakout! left, the Delta is setting up for their next maneuver. Approaching center point, on Commander Bryant's command, all 6 pilots will simultaneously roll their aircraft 360 degrees as they perform the Delta Aileron roll. Here's Commander Bryant.
All in, all pulse. Ready, hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron represents a time-honored tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence, spanning 114 years of naval aviation. The 2025 team takes a great deal of pride in saluting Navy and Marine Corps aviators, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the left, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the 2025 Blue Angels.
Let's give it up for the Blue Angels! And coming out of applause as now for the narrator, Blue Angel number 7, Major Scott Lotz. To events coordinator, Blue Angel number 8, Lieutenant Commander Lily Montana, the entirety of the Blue Angels Comcart team, and making his final show as the official Blue Angels DJ, Yearling 3rd Class Dakota Taylor. Let's give it for them. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen.